Hello, good evening. My name is Anagung Gede Agung Widakdari Prabawa with the ID number 60820. Right now, I would like to share you with this vlog. Actually, this vlog is the following vlog by the previous vlog, uh, which was given by Professor Tafut Aslan. And in this vlog, I would like to share you more and explain you more about the theory of realism in the international relations. Okay, let's begin. The theory of realism. Realism is one of the important theories and also the most influential theory in the international relations. And it's considered as the study of academic analysis or practices. This theory assumes that each state struggle to maximize their power, so they can reach their interest. Okay, this interest can called national interest and domestic interest. And also, the origins of realism considered as the first realism in the Thucydides creation, which called Peloponnesian War, which established around 460 until 395 before century. Because the idea of Thucydides about the important role of power itself. And also, realist thinker, especially in the international relation field, achieved their golden era after the Second World War. Well, like as we know, the realism theory thinks that the state is the main actor in the international system and international, activity. Well, this theory of realism, they always take a rational decision or rational action according to this theory thinkers. And also, realism theory explains to us that the state is the responsible actor and sovereign state or sovereign entity that can do whatever they want to maximize their power. Therefore, each state is responsible for their own survival and is free to define their interest to pursue power. And also, the realist idea of a struggle for power between the state can create a conflict that cannot be avoided. Because, like what we have said before, every single state has its own interest, and it's also for their national interest. Of course, that state must take a decision to gain a domestic interest. The realist perspective always thinks that the character of international system is anarchy. It's always. Because in this theory, we are more focused on the state itself as the main actor. Well, international relations, especially realism, emphasize the constraint imposed on politics by the nature of human beings, whom they considered egoistic. By this, we know that the realism is just a complex idea to gain the concept of struggle for power. Well, there is one famous realist thinker which called Groucho Proof or Joseph Grieco. Well, he proved an idea that connected the concept of realism and the international system. There are 5 principles of his ideas. First one states exist or stand without any highest authority. So it means that the states live in the some world which can be called anarchy, and the state is the main entity and actor that can do whatever they want in the international activity. And of course the second one, the state is the main actor in the international area, international cooperation, international organization, international diplomacy, and many more. And third one, the state is an actor which is rational to understand or recognize their international situation and the environment with any risk. Fourth, in the reality of anarchy, security is the main focus for the international system. So it means that the realism is more focused on the military or security approach. And then of course the fifth, the struggle to create a peace is a competitive among the states, because because realism emphasize in politics, power, and national interest. Well, of course, this theory have a figure which is really famous, and the figure itself called Hans Morgenthau. Well, Hans Morgenthau theory, there is a direct connection between power and politics. So yeah, it's really related with the realism itself. Of course, realism have 3 principles. The first one is the classic realism. The second one is the neo-realism, and the third one is post-neo-realism. So I would like to explain you one by one about this concept. The classic realism thinks that power and politics is equal. So it means that state do whatever they want to pursue their power, to maximize their power. And in the second one, we have neo-realism, or we can call it the structural realism. This theory is more assumed about the international system by the distribution of power itself, or we can call it the balance of power. And the third one, we have the post-neo-realism, which considered a critical theory with the previous theory, which called neo-realism itself. And of course, there are 2 main theories in the realism: offensive realism and defensive realism. So offensive realism is actually they maximize power, but defensive realism, they minimize power losses. And actually this theory assume that this is the opposition of the liberalism theory. And by this theory, we understand that the state is the biggest entity and the highest entity, that no one can change their behavior, even the international organization itself. So by this we know too about the understanding of realism point of view about the international system. And the conclusion of this vlog that the realism is a rational theory who think that the international system is anarchy, and they assume or they believe that the state is the dominant or the main actor in the international system. So that is the simple conclusion about for the realism, and I think that's all. Thank you for listening and have a nice day.